So I've always said it. I'm sure people are sick of me talking about it, but I said it before. Normal Foley is a lunatic. To put in the most nicest possible term, a lunatic. To be totally honest, the only person who could really rival her at the moment, in terms of anarchists, is the leader of the True Finns in Finland. To be totally honest, the two of them are like sisters. To be totally honest, they're just what total domination and total destruction. They're just like anarchists. That's really what they are. So seeing that Normal Foley spent €9 million. Wait foot. You know the way that children couldn't get to school because they didn't have school buses, and loads of children who have special needs classes, etc., etc. They probably spent that €9 million on that. Wait foot, on foam pouches. Now, you probably like to me, €9 million on foam pouches. Listen to this. It's insane because you see it here from the Irish Examiner. It's just kind of wool, like not even, it's basically plastic. But long story short, first of all, it's very idiotic. Like there's two sides to this, just to say. So first of all, it's idiotic to take that. First of all, students are going to use them. Second of all, particularly young people, teenagers and stuff, you think they're going to use it. Second of all, these things are only shitty plastic yolks to be fucked within a week or two. Especially with teenagers, as you know yourself, they just lose them or they just fuck them there or they throw them in the bottom of the bag. I'm even remembering my old school books and school, they used to be all crumpled up, etc., etc., because there's that much stuff in my bag, etc., etc. Not to mention people would probably, fuck them there into the room, etc., etc., get them wet, etc., etc. Like, they'd basically be a mess and they wouldn't be able to be used after the next year, basically. So it's coping a lot, these ministers, this Minister of Education and a few teachers, because they're saying, yeah, they can be reused every year for the next 50 years. Do you really think so? And not to mention young people would vandalise it, draw pictures, etc., etc. They'd be just basically a big mess. Not to mention the first place. And this is the beginning of the whole lot of it. It's utterly stupid that literally young people at the moment, they can't even get on a bus, they can't even get a ticket to go to school in this part of the country, in some parts of the country, because Normal Foley's too busy fucking worrying about phones in school. More worried about, you think she'd be worried about getting the children to school, getting an education, than fucking phones in school. Not to mention, there's loads of people with special needs, dyslexia, autism. They can't get autism classes. They can't get school places. I could go on. They can't get teachers. They can't get SNAs. And this woman, the highest priority for the year was 9 million on school phone pouches. The SNAs and stuff, not enough SNAs teachers, that's down here. But not bringing phones to school, we can't tolerate that. Like the priorities of Normal Foley is truly unbelievable. Because you think getting teachers, getting an SNA to look after young people, to give them an education would be the top priority. Even getting them to school should be the top priority. But no, that's down here. The phones in school. Normal Foley's brain goes at 900 miles an hour when you mention somebody brought a phone into school. Highest priority of the government. It's insanity, and especially because at the end of the day, these pouches would be useless. Because let's be fair, at the end of the year, they'll be saying nearly all of the how many millions they bought of pouches are unusable now because they're just all wet and soggy and fucking been dragged through the muck and thrown into ditches, into rivers. Like, people find them along to the side of the road all the time. The councils will be lifting up 50 of them a day. Around the whole schools, etc. But young people are just going to fuck them away. Let's put it that way. It's utterly ridiculous. And not even to mention, the teachers have enough to do without having to worry about fucking running around after school pouches. When you generally sit down and think about it, the mind boggles, especially because it's 9 million of public funds that could go to good use in getting new buses to bring the children to school. Not even that, to get a few SNAs to help young people. I can think of 2 or 3 people with autism and stuff like that only has an SNA for a day. He should have it all the time, but he only has it for a day. He doesn't have it the rest of the days because there's not enough resources to go around. And they're able to fork out 9 million of that. When you really think about it, the priorities of this state is fucking bonkers. And I hate the cost, but it is just fucking bonkers that they literally let's spend 9 million on this, but literally it's people who are struggling at the moment in their education, young people that have, it's not their fault. they were born with autism, they were born with dyslexia. They need the extra help and the Irish citizens, they deserve it. They deserve to get the extra help, the extra resources. They deserve it. Their parents worked all their life for it. And this is the thing. And then we're thrown around and like, fucking, here's 9 million and school pouches. Like, Noble Foley should be gone a long time anyway over the leaving, so she shouldn't be there in the first place. Nobody should ever put her as Minister for Education. They should be better going over and joining the True Finns, because she suits them down to the ground, because the two of them are just lunatics, the Noble Foley and the leader of the True Finns. The two of them are just lunatics anyway, so they go hand in hand, basically. I wouldn't be surprised Noble Foley is the Russian spy, trying to disrupt the state. But it's lunacy. It generally is the highest. Like, I can't sit here and tell you, try and process it in your head, the excuse of Norma Foley that we need this. That's more or less what she said. And you're just like, excuse me, what century are you in? Like, what reality, what world are you in? Like, the mind literally boggles. And the mind boggles too that she still has a job, that she's still in her position. And the mind boggles if she gets re-elected in Kerry. Just to say, if anybody votes for Norma Foley in Kerry, then I generally don't know what to say to you. But the West has fallen if you vote for Norma Foley. I couldn't imagine anybody in their right mind. And I mean no offence to anybody. If you want to vote Norma Foley, feel free. But generally, look at what Norma Foley has achieved. It's literally blank page. It's literally not. It's basically good for nothing. And that's pretty much the majority of them. But generally, this woman is good for nothing. I wouldn't put her in charge of a flower shop, let alone education system, because it's just been destroyed. It's like, as I said, like the woman in over the True Finns. She just wants to cut everything. It's insanity. The West has fallen. That's really it.